Over in South Africa lives the man on the planet with the most desired semen on Earth. Why, do you ask? Not only is it probably quite tasty, but no doubt he produces quite the offspring, this
Well,
man.
he's produced the richest man in the world. How does that feel? Welcome, Errol
Musk, ladies and gentlemen. Here he is. Good morning,
Hey,
sir.
how does that
Welcome.
feel? I mean, yeah, your offspring is a genius, right?
It must be a real gloat, Errol.
Yeah. Carl and Jackie.
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, all right. How are you?
Mate, very
Yeah, good.
So what's it like? I know, you're probably sick and tired of hearing, you're probably a great guy too. Why does everyone keep talking about your son all the time?
Yeah, where did he get it from? Is it you? Did he get the genius side from you, or was it mum?
I don't know. I think maybe it was that chap who used to visit us, when I wasn't at home.
Oh, so you're saying maybe it's not even your son?
Oh, no, keep that quiet. Keep that quiet. You definitely want to be his father.
He used to bring the milk. He used to bring the milk.
Oh, the milkman. See, my mum had Jackie's dad used to be a milkman.
He did, but he wasn't.
Oh, no.
He was only on the Gold Coast. Your missus wasn't on the Gold Coast by any chance.
No, I don't think it's your fault.
Nothing better than a milkman.
I agree.
So,
Nothing better than
no,
a
but
milkman.
seriously, Errol, what does that feel like? He's your son, and he's worth so much money and created so many things.
Pretty impressive.
You
right?
can't take that away from him. Are you proud? Did you ever see that coming? No. What? You're not proud?
No. I mean, we are a family that have been doing a lot of things for a long time. It's not as though we suddenly started doing something. So we've all been, as a family, all doing things, from the very beginning. And so, I mean, the kids were traveling with me around the world when they were tiny, and they've been doing pretty much very interesting things. We've been down the Amazon together, for example. We've been to China, and long ago when it was quite difficult to go there, and things like that. East Germany, so they've seen a lot of things, and we've done a lot of things together. We are just sort of that kind of family, but Elon has, in fact, sort of really surpassed the mark, and so on. But I was saying to one of your stations there, that Elon is not as happy as he'd like to be. He'd like to be where he is now. He would have liked to have been there 5 years ago.
Okay.
Oh, really? So
he feels
Elon feels that he's an underachiever. He didn't achieve what he wanted as soon as he wanted.
Yes, yeah. I know it sounds odd, but it's not that he feels he's an underachiever, but he feels that he's behind schedule. In other words,
right.
He would like to have been where he is now 5 years ago.
So where would he have liked to have been right now? What things should he be doing now if he were to stick to his timeline?
Well, he would have liked to have had the Starship up, long ago, and it's simply, unfortunately, it's like with anything. I mean, you can probably apply the same thing to yourselves. You get to a point and you'd say, well, I wish I could have been here 2 years ago at this point, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
I get that.
But he is frustrated with progress, and it's understandable. But because people have a life, and I know it sounds crazy, but we tend to think like that as a family. I suppose we are like that. You've got stages of your life. I mean, he's 50 now. I mean, I still think of him as a little boy, but he's 50. I mean, that's an old man. So now,
did you see the photos of him, Errol? Did you see the photos of him the other day
on a boat,
lily white with no shirt on the back of a yacht? You should have rang him and said, "Brother, son, get a spray tan or something for Christ's sake."
No. I tell you what, Elon is very well built, and he's very, very strongly built. But he's been eating badly, and I have been telling them to take a sort of supplement I saw that was advertised in America when I was there.
It doesn't matter how rich you are, you've always got a parent saying now you take this supplement.
Oh, exactly.
You're a caring dad.
No, it's not a supplement. No, it's a sort of stuff that you take. It's called Carcinia cambogia or something. And it helps you not... it does a lot to bring your weight down. And it certainly did mine. And But I
What was
wasn't
it
happy when I
called?
saw that. But,
Jackie writes down everything that takes the weight away. I get it. Errol.
Is it a
write
miracle
it down.
pill?
It's called Garcinia cambogia.
Oh, right, okay. Well,
no.
look, I'm on Weight Watchers. I'm quite happy with my method.
Well, this is the eating a raw ox penis. I heard in some African nations that also makes you lose weight. Would you like to choke down on that, Jackie? You got to eat it whole and raw.
I love it. And Errol, do you get given Teslas or do you drive something else?
Actually, I drive a Bentley.
I thought you would.
Killing it.
And a Rolls Royce.
Wow.
Hey, same here, Errol. I've got a Bentley and a
that's
Rolls
Kyle.
Royce as well. I'm not driving those pieces of shit bloody electric cars. That's not my thing.
And you, do you,
No.
yeah,
No,
I mean,
I've got a Mercedes Benz. You know.
and
Oh,
do
yeah.
you,
I've got one of them as well.
does Elon like just give you money if you want it,
Oh,
or
come on. You don't just give your parents
I don't know.
money.
I do. I give my parents money,
Yeah,
and I
but
just
you're
want
being
to.
conned.
No.
You're being conned.
No, they don't ask for it. I just give it to them. Does that ever happen to you, Errol?
No.
Never.
No. We are the most. No, we're a very frugal, stingy family.
Yeah, right.
So if I want to spend anything here, I have to answer 100 questions. Get a list of 100 questions of why.
Is this for your own missus?
So,
is your
I
own
think
missus telling you what you can and can't spend, like everyone's?
Or is it?
Well, yes. They're very frugal, and you probably noticed it if you look at if you read about Elon's personal life. I mean, he lives a very frugal life, and
Yes, he does. Yeah.
and Kimbal as well. And that they're up at work at 6 o'clock, and many people in the morning. I mean, and many people who get to their stage. My youngest son is also a billionaire.
Is
And
he?
so, although he's only a single billionaire, I mean, 1 billion. But anyway, the point is,
Do you
they get
tease
up-
him
they-
and
they
say,
get up-
gee, you're a
go to work.
disappointment? You've only got 1 billion. What a disappointment as a child.
no.
You don't do that?
No, he's my pride and joy, Kimbal.
And
But-
can I
but
also say,
anyway,
Errol, I don't think you can claim that you're frugal and tight by having a Mercedes, a Bentley, and a Rolls Royce. I think immediately that puts you into the non-frugal category.
Yeah, that's definitely non-frugal.
No. Yeah, that's true.
And what about
But
the
anyway,
spaceship?
yeah.
Can you get? Do you get the free ride on
Huh?
this on the spaceship? Do you get the free ride there, or you got to pay for that as well?
No. I mean, they put me in the front and send me up to see if it works. And if
You're
I survive,
kidding me.
well then. I mean, I don't know, but no, I have a couple of quite stoic sons. I don't know if you know the word stoic. I
Stoic,
didn't know
yeah.
it so much myself until I was overseas recently, and I was reminded by many people how stoic they both are, So I had to go look it up what that meant. It means you're like stony and frigid and
Frigid.
hard to talk to, something
Frigid.
like that.
Wow. Okay.
But,
Hey, he doesn't. He doesn't. Elon.
Icy. You're an icy person.
Elon doesn't seem to have any
yeah,
trouble
so-
getting some pretty high-end though. Like, I don't think he does have trouble communicating with lovely women. He's got children. He's had many lovely girlfriends.
He just won't. When you're
actually-
stoic, you're
actually,
not
Elon
complaining
has-
about the bad stuff.
No, you're wrong.
Right. Oh, I'm wrong.
So you just
No, Kyle.
you don't show
I'm wrong.
people when you're going through down periods
Yeah.
in your life. You're quite stoic in that way. Where
No, yes, they are very stoic in their approach. But, no. Elon is single, and finding someone that Kimbal and in fact a couple of years ago, if I can tell you quickly, Kimbal was also single. He's been married, he has children, and he was single, and he was doing everything by himself. And these boys spend about one night. Well, Kimbal said to me, "I spend one night in 3 weeks at home, Dad. So I'm always in the air." So they had being alone and living like that, and that's how Elon's living right now. Kimbal has managed to find a girl that she's educated. She has, I believe, a master's degree, but he's married to her now, and she goes with him everywhere. Christiana, she goes with him everywhere.
Oh, lovely.
And so he's very fortunate, and makes me feel very happy. And I'm very concerned, for Elon, because my son. I mean, obviously, that he doesn't, and he, unfortunately, if he meets a woman that sort of similar to him, she's probably got masses of program things to attend to as well. So they can't spend time together, that type of thing. So you have to find a woman, he has to find a woman who's prepared to give up what she's doing, and that's not easy.
Yeah, that would be tough.
Especially if he wants women who already have a career and smart. If that's his desire, then yeah, it can be hard to find someone.
Well, yes. I mean, obviously, you never know who you're going to be attracted to. It's the way it works. I mean, that's just one of those things. But generally speaking, anybody that he meets that most likely, like you take the girl that Kimbal has met, she had a career. She has given up her career, and she goes with him, in the jet. He's got a jet as well, and he flies around. He's got 3,500 restaurant outlets. And he goes around to all these restaurants all over the country, and she's with him all the time. And so that's very, very nice and very satisfying for me as his dad. Yeah, his dad. And for me. But now Elon doesn't, and so I worry a lot. I worry a lot about that.
Right, so we're talking to Errol Musk, who's Elon Musk's father, and we're going through. He's got a few billionaire children, and Errol does quite well himself. He's. Would you say you're a ladies' man, Errol? Have you been pumping your way around the world, or are you married yourself?
I think I've still got to meet the man who doesn't want to be a ladies' man. So when I meet that man, I'll let you know.
Yes. Well, we've got one here. He's gay. He works in the newsroom. He wants to be a man's man. There's Brooklyn. He's a man's man. You got any gay billionaire sons you can throw Brooklyn's way? No gays. No gays in the family, Errol.
I'm happy.
I've got no problem with whatever satisfies. Look, we've all got a sexual hunger. Whatever satisfies your sexual hunger, it builds up like your ordinary hunger, for food and stuff, all the time. And whatever satisfies your sexual hunger, go for it. That's what I would say.
What a great, that's a great message to give out. I like that. We were playing earlier before Errol, some English ladies over in England that were doing a podcast that were telling the other ladies on their podcast, if a man wants a finger in the bottom, don't ask, just shove it in there. And I said, no. You've got to seek permission before that anal penetration. Do you agree?
Well, I have had been in a position like that where, the woman has said to me, what are you doing?
You've been inserted. Yeah, well, that's fine. That's fine. That's normal. I'm talking the other way around. The abnormal.
And was that your first time? Doing the finger?
I can't remember. I just remember it vaguely.
Jackie, we don't keep those as momentous occasions.
Oh, okay. I just thought it was either the one time and it was never again.
Is there something we should know about Elon that we don't know? Something lovely, not horrible, just something sweet that no one else would know about this wonderful child.
Well, he's a very, very nice person. That's what you should know. And I can tell you this. Okay, what I can tell you is this. He loves people. He loves humanity. And when he was 14 years old, he bought me, or rather, he was 14 years old, and it was my birthday, and he bought me, one day he said, Dad, I bought you this, and it was a cassette. I don't know if you remember cassettes.
Yep.
And there's a cassette by Louis Armstrong called What a Wonderful World.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I know that.
So he insisted... And I insisted we play it right away. So we put it on, and there was Louis Armstrong, It's a Wonderful World, and all sorts of stuff. And it's a beautiful song. I mean, it's a really beautiful song. And Elon sat there mesmerized, And when it was finished, he said to me, he's only 14, and he said to me, Dad, what did you think? What do you think? Isn't that good? Isn't that great? So that's something I've never shared with anybody.
And what did you say? Yeah, I hate that song. I hate that song you said.
And
I said to him, it's lovely. It's lovely.
What a wonderful child. I've got that song here. Let's just have a little listen to this. This is it.
This will take you back.
Trees of green. Are you allowed to do that still?
That's it. That's the song.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's a nice moment for Errol. Errol Musk, father of Elon.
Terrific song.
What's the other kid's name again? The underachieving billionaire? Kimbo.
Kimbal. Oh yeah, Kimbal, not a girl. Kimbal.
Oh, that's like that. That's like a book, but it's not a book. It's the Kindle.
Oh, the Kindle. Yes. No, it's Kimbal.
Actually, there was a book called Kimbal, and it was written by Roger Kipling.
Yeah, we don't appreciate education around here at this show. Like, we're all uneducated here, but we do look at the Musk family and go, Jesus, we really took a wrong turn in life.
Maybe it was the education.
Instead of just playing songs and talking shit on the radio, maybe we should have done coding and tried to fix the world and stuff.
I don't think we were ever designed.
You guys sound like you're having a great time.
Oh, we're having the greatest time.
yes.
We haven't done anything for anyone, really, though.
Are you having a great time, Errol?
Yeah, he would be.
Yeah, no, it's I was hearing your weather today. We had the same. A lovely day, it's winter, but we had 21 degrees. It was like summer. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, I
love, I've been to South Africa briefly, but I've been
to... for lunch.
Hey? What'd you say?
Sorry?
Pineapple for lunch?
Paella for lunch.
Oh, paella.
Oh, no. It was a stopover. I was going to Tanzania.
He said paella for lunch.
Tanzania.
That's something to eat.
Yeah, I didn't eat there.
Paella, it's a Spanish.
Paella, that's Spanish.
Spanish.
Yeah, do they do that in South
Spanish.
Africa?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I think we're on the same
guy
page.
who made it is from Spain.
Oh,
What a
I went.
wonder.
Have you been to Tanzania?
I have been through Tanzania a long time ago, and I have friends there now building a bush camp, and they want me to come up and have a look at it. It's very beautiful there.
Oh, I loved it. It was my
Very
favorite
beautiful
holiday.
in the wild.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
it's terrific.
yes.
Really terrific.
I love.
Hey,
I love
hang on. I'm looking online here at you. What's this story here about the stepdaughter? Is that that's got to be a bullshit story. What's going on there?
No. I was married to her mother for 2 years in the 90s.
Oh, right.
And,
yeah. So she's not your kid, obviously. No.
No, of course not. No. I was married to her mother in the 90s, early 90s, and she for a couple of years. And she, I never saw her after we were divorced. She was actually placed in foster care, But at any rate, I never saw her for many years. And then in about 2014, I think I had seen her maybe around the year 2000. And then in about 2014, when I recall, she came to phone me to say she's, battling and all that sort of stuff. And she was 30 years old. She's a lovely girl, and she's really struggling. And she had an 8-year-old child, and so I said, no, let me help, And so we became friends, and
a romance struck up out of that. That's normal. That's
boy.
just I don't see that weird.
Yeah, it's completely normal.
On the article I'm here, they're trying to make it look weird, but
you raised her from 4 and
like a Woody Allen thing, but it's not. It's totally normal.
Yeah.
Hey, one last question. What did you think about circumcision? Did you cut them boys, or you left the filthy elephant trunk on there? You cut that filthy bit of skin off, or are they helmets, or are they elephants? What are we dealing with there with the boys? Cut or uncut?
No, I don't. I don't think so. No, I've never bothered about stuff like that. I don't think about it.
Leave them natural, you think?
It doesn't even occur to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know why you asked that. It's like a Jewish thing, isn't it?
It's not for me. It's just for the
no.
ladies. The Australian ladies, they like to know whether the man's cut or uncut. And when they think of your son, they want to know, what's his penis look like? It's an Australian woman thing. They're very, very, very promiscuous, the Australian woman.
Well, okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll ask him to send a photograph.
Yeah, ask Elon to send us through a dick pic.
We'll keep it on the DL.
Yeah,
right. Look, Errol, it's fascinating chatting to you. I saw you on Sky News the other day, and I thought, geez, there's a dad, because my dad's dead. So I'd like you to maybe sort of be my dad. What?
Maybe I am.
Maybe he is.
Has your mother ever been to South Africa?
Well, she might have. She looked like Lindy Chamberlain in the 70s. Did you ever root a big, heavy chick with a Lindy Chamberlain hairstyle in the 70s? Nah.
I did.
Daddy!
Go Kiss. Sydney. Terrific.
Don't let your kids panic.
Y'all been great.
Thank you so much.
Kyle and Jackie O.
Catch up on Kyle and Jackie O.
Search Kyle and Jackie O on iHeartRadio.
Or wherever you get your podcasts. Kiss.